You're watching Bogwatch. I'm John King.
And I'm Sarah Lanyon. And joining us now, we have Iwan Edwards, who has come along to represent OPAL. And you are the community scientist for North Wales, am I correct?
You are correct, yes.
Fantastic.
I work in North Wales. Yeah.
Brilliant. And as you arrived, I shook your hand and it was black with soil because you've been quite busy this morning, haven't you?
Well, yes, I've literally just come from my stand where we're doing a soil survey. So OPAL, there's a series of different surveys that you can do, and the one that we're focusing on today is the soil survey. So it's about opening people's eyes to how important nature is and how we depend on it as well. So whether that's the trees, the air that we breathe, the water, and today we're looking at the soil.
Wonderful. So as well as looking at the chemistry and all the science behind the soil and what soil is, you're also helping people to understand a little bit more about the unsung heroes that live in that soil. Namely, something that a lot of people are quite squeamish about.
Yeah.
What might they be?
Yeah, absolutely, and we've had a couple of parents this morning who are very squeamish when it comes to earthworms. But yeah, you're right. They are absolutely the unsung heroes. Charles Darwin called them nature's plough, and quite possibly one of the most important organisms on the planet. We know very little about them. We know that there are over 30 species of earthworms in the UK, many more worldwide, but they all perform a different function in the soil, and without that function happening, we wouldn't be able to grow the food that we eat. The trees wouldn't be able to produce the oxygen that we need to breathe. So it's a very interesting process linking in these humble little creatures to almost everything that we do as human beings, and there's no better way of explaining how we depend on nature than looking at what people think of as mud, which is actually the basis of all life on Earth. So the survey looks at the different types of soil that people have in their gardens or local park. Then we look at the different types of earthworms. You identify the juveniles and the adults. There's a little trick of how to tell the difference between the two. And then you go on to try and identify the species of earthworm that you're looking at. And all the while you're doing this experiment, you're writing down your results. And then the idea is at the end of your survey, you upload those results onto the OPAL website, and your data then gets collected as part of a national citizen science program. So it's very interesting, but it's interesting to see how people react to work.
Well imagine. Well, this is a fantastic project. So OPAL nationally are trying to create a picture of the state of our environment through very simple things that everybody can get involved with, such as looking and digging for earthworms and trying to find out what they're called.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's very much kind of simple citizen science. You're not expected to put on a lab coat or to have crazy hair or a big beard to be able to do these surveys, and it's very much about engaging people and just getting people spending a little bit of time looking, because it's amazing what you find if you just spend a little bit of time in your garden looking at bushes, looking for bugs, or looking in the soil or looking at the trees, and the stories, the things that are going on around us that we're completely unaware of most of the time, is a fascinating world, and OPAL helps open people's eyes to that.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much for joining us today, Ewan. That's wonderful.